Hello everybody, welcome to Tinky One Trick's review of Iron Lung. Let's get started. Biggest question probably out there. Is it good? The answer is an overwhelming yes. I think it is super good. An amazing film. I would recommend it to a lot of people, even if you don't know who Markiplier is, if you're not a fan of Markiplier, maybe you don't even like play video games for some reason, you know, like, even then, I still think it's a good film. Like, the concept of the game by itself is just a good idea, right? Oh snap. Bye-bye. I'm done. Okay, so that's number one, for sure. It is good. I personally would rate it an 8.5 out of 10. And if that's all you really wanted to know, then you're good. If you want to know why it's an 8 out of 10, I'll tell you why. I think it's an 8 out of 10 because it's his first film. And with first films, right, comes the lack of experience. Which Mark has some experience in like film and stuff because in his older years of his channel he made stuff like skits with his friends and obviously In Space with Markiplier and A Heist with Markiplier. Like, he has experience with that, but it's not like full film production stuff, right? So it's not to the film industry level, is what I'm saying. So his first like actual real film, I would say, is pretty dang good. But again, there was some mishaps in the movie. So I'll go over like the negative stuff first, and then I'll go over the positive stuff because I think the movie's really good. I'm serious, it's really good. Okay. There are some complaints that are extremely valid. I watched Moist Critical's video before I watched the movie, and he didn't do any spoilers. I'm not going to do any spoilers. I'm going to try my best to not do any spoilers. But he mentioned that in some of the movie, there's a part where the Ava, the girl on the speaker, is saying stuff. Maybe that is a spoiler. I don't think it is. It's just a name. Frick. But there's moments where they're talking and the speaker is so muffled that you can't hear what's actually being, like, so garbled that you can't actually hear what she's saying. But Simon does know what she's saying. So the audience doesn't know what she said, but Simon does. And so the chick on the radio says something, and she's like, blah, 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 gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. And you're like, wait, what did she say? And then Simon just goes, I don't know, let me check. And you're like, check what? Right? It's one of those things. Right? Because, like, you don't really understand. But for the most part, there's that one part in the movie that does that. And I think also in Moist Critical's video, he said that, like, some of the movie, it feels like you're watching Markiplier and not Simon. I would semi-agree with that. There are, like, 2 scenes where I think it's more Markiplier than Simon. Which, by the way, the movie does just an excellent job at, like, portraying Mark as a completely different character than who he is. Right? Because you have Mark, who is a YouTuber, a gamer, a Let's Player, right? And then you have Simon, who's a convict and is trying to, like, earn his freedom, right? So they do a really good job of separating the two, I think, I would say. What's this guy doing? Which I really appreciate, because, like, in films like that where you're watching a creator, it's gonna feel like you're watching a creator instead of like an actual movie. But if you like try your hardest, like Moist Critical said, try your hardest to separate the creator from the movie, it will turn out so much better than you think it would. It's actually such a great film. Um, that's really like the only complaints I have. Some of the movie's a little hard to follow, but to be fair, I was pretty tired when I was watching the movie. But other than that, it's a really good film. The visuals are amazing. The camera thing is amazing. Like it's really adding to the claustrophobic part of the film that like you can't see anything, but other things can see you. Maybe. Um, so I really love that the movie does that. The visuals are good, like I said. The story is pretty good. Um, I'm going in. Oh, good. Um, let's see. I mean, there's so much to talk about this movie, but like it's hard to get into it without talking about spoilers. Um, there's a lot of like trippiness in the movie, I guess I could say. Um, I think the monsters are pretty cool. Um, I would say the concept behind them, the way they're made is it's actually like really good. Yep. And then, like it's kind of scary that like you don't get to see them, but like only through the camera. That's pretty cool. I mean, like I really want to keep talking about how they separate Mark from or Simon from Mark, because like again there is like two parts in yeah, there's like two or three parts in the movie that are like that's just Markiplier, but he's acting. It feels like you're kind of in a let's play, but he's like actually inside the game. Um, but other than that, they do like an amazing job of being like, this is Simon, and he's trying to do everything he can to get his freedom back, but he's also trying to save humanity, right? It's kind of the point of being there. So, I mean, yeah. The ending, I mean, the ending was alright. I don't think it was like the best ending, but I mean, like, it was pretty obvious, kind of. I mean, like, one way or another, you knew it was gonna end that way. So, yeah. Um, oh snap. Lots of action. I kind of showed up late, so I missed like the first like 3 minutes, but I was there for the rest of it. So I missed like the expedition part of the film, if there was one. I think there was. My siblings told me about it, but it wasn't like super important per se. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then right. For a first film, again, I still think it's like really good for Markiplier. First film, like actual industrial level. What's really nice is that he didn't have any like producers, so like Hollywood has got to be having a great time with that. Um, um, I think it's a good movie. Like, if you don't, oh, let's talk about the horror aspect. I think a lot of people would be confused about that. Like, it's not actually a horror movie. It's a thriller. I don't know how else to put it. Thriller, like scary-ish movie is what I would say. It's not like, oh, that's scary, scary, but it's like it's got some intense moments and some like suspense moments. But other than that, there's not really horror. I think the only reason it's rated R because I think is solely because they swear a lot. Because I mean, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of blood, but it's not like gore. Okay, there's yeah, no, there's not any gore. There's nothing like there's no disembowelment or anything, you know. So I would say that it's not even like that bad. There's just a lot of blood, obviously, and like that's it. And they swear a lot. I think that's literally the only reason it's rated R. Right, because I mean, like, who wouldn't swear when you're on the brink of extinction? Like, what are you gonna do? What can you do, right? And like throughout all the movie, you can feel the like endless sense of dread that Simon can feel, and you're like, holy frick! Like, he just wants to live, right? But it's like, well, he's a criminal. That's why he's here, right? So it's like you understand, and you're also like, he might never make it out, right? And there's a lot of moments where you're like, yeah, he's not coming up, right? Like you just know. You don't even have to like see the movie, but you just like, yeah, he's done for. I didn't even explain what it's based on. I don't know if we're too far into this, but like the game it's based on is basically like every star has died at this point. Everybody's gonna die probably. So like they're trying to find resources and food and stuff like that. Something to survive for, right? Survive with. And so they suspect that there might be something at the bottom of this lake of blood, ocean of blood. So they send a convict down to look at it for him with locations marked on a map. And you're supposed to go check out those locations. And with each one has like its own like story, I guess. Kind of thing. So that's the idea of the movie. Of the game, I mean. And then in the movie it's pretty similar. So I think the parallels they're pretty good, I would say. You know, from the last time I played or watched Iron Lung, that was like 3 years ago when I saw Markiplier play it. And I mean, I feel like it was pretty close. It was also really cool that he had the guy who made Iron Lung with him, like almost all the time, basically like plotting the movie based off the game. And there was like, I just think that's genius, right? Because you have like other films and shows that are like, yeah, we're gonna make a TV show or a game based, or a TV show or a movie based on this video game. And then like the people who are making it, they don't even consider like the video game. Take the Halo show, for example, right? Like they were like, yeah, we're not gonna play any of the games. We're just gonna make a show about Halo. And then you're like, bro, you could ruin like the perfect opportunity to be, you know, good. And this is what you end up with, right? So I mean, like, for a game adaptation, it is super good. Like, I think it follows pretty well. I'm like thinking about all the scenes that I like. Most of the movie is just great scenes. If you like slow burning horror, like suspense, tense-ish horror, I mean, it's not really horror, I wouldn't say. Thriller, suspense. This movie's great for that. There's a lot of like slow moving parts. It's like everybody knows like the concept of the game, but like you can tell that Mark or not Markiplier, Simon is like he's doing his job. He's trying to get his job done because again, he just wants to get out. He just wants to be free. And it's to his understanding that all he has to do is go down and come up, and he's done. That's all he knows, right? So I genuinely think that he did a great job at doing everything. And 3 years is it's pretty long, right? So it was a really good movie for having a $3 million. I think it was like 3.5 million, $3 million budget, and making like 9 million on Thursday opening night. So that's pretty good. Um, I mean, yeah. Oh, is there anything else to say about this movie? What did I write down? Let me see. Um, yeah, I I think that's everything I wanted to say. Again, I would rate it an 8.5 out of 10. Oh, right. There are a lot of good camera angles in this, and there is a lot of the movie where Simon is just taking advantage of what he can, of with what he can, right, in the situation he's in. Um, so I mean, it's pretty cool. So yeah, if you are like, maybe I should watch Iron Lung, you should. You most definitely should, because it is so it's. I think it's actually really good. So if you were debating for some reason, should I go watch Iron Lung? Now you know. Just go watch it. It's good. I promise. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. Markiplier did a great job. All the people that were on his team did an amazing job. Uh, I feel like this movie put Mark and his now wife through horrible times, because I mean, 3 years of just worrying about a movie and trying to produce it, trying to getting it out to the public, while also trying to maintain quality. That's hard. That's really hard. But I'm glad it happened, and I'm so happy that it worked out, and I'm so happy that it finally came out. The wait was definitely worth it. 8.5 out of 10 would recommend. So, oh, yes, go watch Iron Lung. Go watch it right now. Get tickets. Go. You need to. It's necessary. It's a canon event for most. But yeah, the visuals, not messing around. The blood, that you did not lie about using like a lot of blood. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys use this to your advantage. It's a really good movie. Alright, see ya.